Portions of the following program may be unsuitable for younger or more sensitive viewers. Viewer discretion is advised.
Quite. With me, Dr. Ken Phelps. First off, I want to thank the many people out there for their cards and letters, some of which were actually positive. Quite. Those people who kept me in their prayers, or whatever witchcraft they use, I want to tell them I appreciate it, and that I've fully recovered from my encephalitis lethargica, also known as sleeping sickness. A kind viewer who also works at Walgreens got me the levodopa I needed. I think it was Walgreens. Maybe it was Ribordi. What's next? Ribordi sold out to Walgreens in 1985? Cads. Anyway, I got what I needed, and I'm happy to say I'm back. Joe Motisi, who hosted last time, has been, as they say, dealt with. I don't think he can be referred to as a stand-up comedian anymore, if you know what I mean. He won't be standing up anytime soon. Quite! Well, on to tonight's show. Since the recession is not over, and many people are still unemployed, we've decided to skip the hard-hitting topics and again go with mindless entertainment. Because mindless entertainment is what will keep the common people's minds off of the obscenely high oil prices. And as you know, I have a vested interest in that, being on the board of directors of oil, yes. Tonight we have two performers, musician Carly Joy with her friend Philip, and comedian Eric Anderson. As you know, Eric has been on the show before, and well, let me just say he had a bumpy debut. But I'm going to give him another shot because he reminds me of my no-talent son Thor. But enough about that. We also have Carly Joy on tonight, a musician from Chicago. She will be singing her big hit, Talking to Myself. I'm not sure what kind of music it is. I just hope there are tons of synthesizers. Please welcome Carly Joy.
Thank you. Desperate, I know it, even though I won't show it. I'm scared after stone, yeah, that I'm gonna blow it. Jesus Christ, why don't you give me some advice? The wind is trying to take me in, yeah, trying to break my skin out, trying to take me in. I guess I'm talking to myself. I was just looking for a little help. Can you fix a narcissist? What about a masochist on dope? 'Cause I don't wanna live like this, oh no. I said the wind is trying to take me in, yeah, trying to break my skin out, trying to take me in. I guess I'm talking to myself. Well, I was just looking for a little help. I'm smoking cigarettes and I know I should quit. Bored out stiff, yeah, but I'm gonna live instead. I never thought the wind would take me in, but it did. I once said the wind is trying to consume myself. I was just looking for a little help. Thing with people is they never really give a shit. The sun and the moon, yeah, we're all just hypocrites. Down on my luck because I keep on stepping on it. Said the wind is trying to take me in, yeah. Trying to break my skin out. Trying to take me in.
Excellent. Excellent. What was the name of that song again?
I was talking to myself.
Talking to myself. I've been known to do that on occasion.
Me
Uh,
too.
Okay, I can't see all the way over there, but are you using a sampling keyboard? Maybe an Ensoniq ASR 10?
No, we're not.
No? Oh, okay. I
No.
like the synths. I don't know if you do any of that. Well, hey, how about one more? Actually, let's do two more. Anything to shorten up Eric Anderson's set. Can you bang out a couple more, as the kids say?
Yep.
Excellent.
Sure, this is hide and seek.
Hide and seek, quite.
When we play hide and seek, well, you always find me. Close your eyes and count for a while. I'll be hiding. There's a land they don't come easy. With all the games we trade for truth, I play this one well. No one to blame. I blame it on myself. Put it up, 1, 2, 3 with you always. Will you always love me? When I go walking tippy-toe with sincerity and a little stealth, no one can ever say that I don't. I mean well. When I go out walking tippy-toe with sincerity and a little stealth, no one can ever say that I don't. I mean well. When I get low, you always know how to give me. trade for truth. I play this one well, with no one to blame. I blame it on you. Count it out, 1, 2, 3. Will you always? Will you always love me? And I go out walking, tippy-toe, with sincerity and a little stealth. No one can ever say that I don't mean well. When I go out walking, tippy-toe, with sincerity and a little stealth. No one can ever say that I don't mean well.
Bravo!
Thank you.
You know, I'm noticing a pattern. The first song was about talking, and the
Yeah.
second song you said something about walking. I noticed you use a lot of verbs in your songs, which are probably
yeah,
a good
action.
thing. And there was actually tippy-toeing too, yes.
Tippy-toe,
Excellent.
yeah.
Do you have another one on the agenda tonight?
I do. This is Benji's Lullaby.
Excellent. Excellent. Play away.
When your eyes open to mine, I feel shy, and words pray to be heard all the time. And I know it's hard, but we've got hope. What heaven is to man, a beauty we can't understand. And though we try to hold that in our hands, the water waves reaches for the sand. Never give you up, never let you down. I'll show you what is right. I'll teach you what is wrong. There's nothing, my love, is left up to chance. There's only so much we know of the plan. So let's give it up. We'll laugh and we'll dance. try to hold that in our hands. The water our waves reaches for the sand.
Excellent.
Thank you.
Excellent, excellent. Come on over to the seating area if you don't mind. I lost my mic, hold on. Don't forget to put your mics on. Oh, I lost mine. Well, that was great. You got your mics on?
Yeah.
Excellent.
Thank you.
So that's Carly Joy and Philip, right? Philip Freeman?
That's correct.
Yes. That was great. The first ones were kind of grooving. I don't know if the kids use those words. And then that last one was really soothing.
Yeah.
Grooving and soothing. But they were all, I don't know much about music, but I definitely liked that. That was great.
Thank you.
So how long have you young kids been playing?
Together we've been playing for 4 years on and on.
Oh, great. Now, is there a website that people can go if they want to check out more of your music and such?
Yeah.
Yeah, carlyjoy.com.
carlyjoy.com. Excellent, excellent.
Yeah.
You know, yeah, I didn't listen to a lot of music when I was younger. The only song I liked was that one with David Bowie and Bing Crosby, that holiday song they used to play on some Christmas special. The only part I didn't like was when Bing Crosby beat up his children later on. But I think that was in the third verse. But anyway, in the 80s I started listening to, I was listening to WIND for a long time, so I don't know the modern things. But in the 80s I started listening to music and I listened to a lot of ABC. Do you know them?
No.
They were predominantly a synth band. Are you guys a synth band?
No.
No? Okay. I like synth bands. I noticed, Philip, your guitar was a lot larger and your notes were lower. And when you play those low notes, do they hover lower on the ground? Is that why they're low? Or do they have a different gravitational pull?
They actually take longer to reach you because they're so big.
Oh, okay. Excellent. Yeah, yeah. They hit you in the feet instead of the ears. You have to really listen for them. Yeah. Carly, do you ever get bored strumming a guitar? It's kind of repetitive. You know, it seems like a waste of energy, but it sounds good.
Bored?
Yeah. Do you ever get bored because your hand just goes up and down? Da, 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 da.
That's why I write songs, so I don't get bored.
So you don't get bored? Well, that's good.
Yeah.
Anything that prevents boredom is good for me.
I totally agree.
Which makes me think we can't prevent the boredom anymore. Our friend Eric Anderson's up next, I believe. But I want to thank you both, you young kids. I think you've got a big future ahead of you.
Thanks.
Do you have any shows coming up? Or?
No, but on our website, we'll keep you updated.
Excellent. That's carlyjoy.com.
Right.
Excellent. Well, thank you, young kids, for coming.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you.
My next guest, I think you can stick around for this next one. My next guest is a comedian who hails from Fort Heights and is making his return appearance to the program. At this time, I wish to ask the viewers to keep an open mind. Please do not send abusive emails to me after the show. They will be deleted. We have keywords we look for, and they'll go straight to the wastebasket. So let's bring him out. Eric Anderson, ladies and germs. All right, Eric.
Oh, hi. Yeah, I'm surprised I'm back, actually, after my last performance. I try to be a comedian who's neither insightful nor timely. And I know someone called me and said that they really enjoyed my one really insightless, is that a word? I don't know. Insightless and timefully not correct joke. So I made one up just for him, her, or it, or whatever it was. I don't know who it was. Maybe they were just pulling my leg. But did you ever notice how at Easter time in the 60s, the African-American women would put on those big bonnets with all the flowers and the hat, and the big hat, and they'd go down the street like... I never noticed that, but if you did, you're probably guilty of racial profiling, so you should probably stop. Thank you. Now, in my I just love having the crowd here. I love the sound. You know, hey, Dr. Phelps, you think you could get a laugh track here or something like that?
I could give you a guffaw every once in a while if that'll keep you going.
Okay.
Hardy har har!
Oh, yeah, that helps a lot. Thanks.
Guffaw.
So, anyways, you know, I was in the store the other day. I was going to get some paint. I was going through there, and I found the Martha Stewart paint set. And Martha Stewart, you know, I can't stand her, but, you know, the paints were very inspired, I thought. You know, and as I was looking through the paints and I was looking at the names on them, I saw the thing that said, it came a realization that she named all of these after her shit. Every one of these colors was named after one of her turds. And I said, obviously she doesn't think her shit stinks, but, you know, but she does find it very inspirational. It's like you look through there and there he goes, here it is. Oh, here's Pebble Path. Oh, I had some corn last night. And it's like, oh, and there's, oh, I had some corn nuts. Oh, that's Cobblestone Walk. Oh, yes, look at that. It's beautiful. She probably plays with it. So, and then there's Cocoon. Cocoon. Oh, I had some yarn and I was knitting and like, next thing you know, boom. It's like, I'm waiting for a butterfly to hatch. You know, she said, don't flush. And then there's, of course, after a bad night of Fogo de Chao, she had Steamer Trunk. And then there was, she had Cherry Mocha. That was a good one, too. She had that check for blood. You know, she was worried about her colon health. And then, of course, Sand Dollar, which she dried, shellacked, and she gave it away as a gift. Somebody has it on the back of their toilet right now. Should just fall in. Buttermilk Biscuit, that one just kept rising. And then, of course, there's Hemp Rope, which she was very proud of. It had a 2-foot length. And then she had a trip to Tijuana. When she came back, that's when she created the beautiful color Estuary. Filled the entire couple bowls full, I think. And then there's a Tadpole, which she only named Tadpole because it sounded better than Tapeworm. And then when she returned to full colon health, she had Morning Dewdrop. Oh, beep. Oh, I feel so fresh. And then we have, of course, there's millions more. There's Magic Mist. Not much of that morning. Just a little. Hominy. And then, of course, there's Penny Loafer. Somebody must have put a shoe up her ass. And, of course, there was the famous Peppermint Taffy. So I think that was the one where she was, out, damn turd. But anyways, did I paint after that? No, I didn't paint. I just had a lot of fun at the paint store. Which brings me to, I don't know, a bad transition to my Swedish heritage. I don't know what that has to do with anything, except a lot of Swedes were painters because a lot of them are drunks. Because that's what painters do. But the Swedes they have very low expectations, very low energy levels, and they like to they don't really do anything. They expect nothing. They do not like conflict. When the Germans took over Sweden during the Second World War, the Swedes just their idea was to pretend not to notice. So, boom, 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 boom. I think I'm going to make some meatballs. You know, it's like the only way. And then the Germans were there occupying Sweden, and the next thing you know, it's like the Swedes gave them lutefisk, and then they left. You know, it's like, oh boy, yeah, what the hell is this stuff? You know, it's like there's nothing in this country I want. You know, they have nothing. So yeah, that's my heritage. You know, that's where I came from. It's like in Swedes, they're the most ineffectual people in the world. You go to a stop sign, you've probably done this, and they have what you call a Swedish standoff. You can tell when another Swede's driving. You pull up to the stop sign, another car pulls up, and you both sit there. Now go ahead. Now you go ahead. Now you go ahead. Go ahead. I think I'm running out of gas. They never move. That's a Swedish standoff in my family. It's like, and they say, oh, but what about the Vikings? The Vikings, they kicked ass and took names, you know. But, you know, the Vikings, they all left. They went out and they reproduced around the world. They didn't come back to Sweden. It's like, geez, what a boring damn place, you know. I want to go rape and pillage someplace interesting, you know. It's like, they're gone. It's like, so who was left? My Uncle Gordon. My Uncle Gordon grew up in Chicago, never moved, lived with his mother until his mother left by dying. And it's like, here's a guy, he grew up in Chicago, and he had the Swedish Inga Binga lilt. Hey, what you doing there? We're going to go over to the... It's like, you grew up in Chicago. You didn't grow up in Sweden. You don't even know Swedish. I don't know. I talked with my mother and my father, and I never moved. So, it's like, what are you going to have today? Well, I think I'm going to have some yellow. Yellow? Yeah, no, yellow, yellow. Red yellow, green yellow, blue yellow. I like fruit in my yellow. Oh, Jello, okay. Which reminds me of my only Swedish joke, because nothing else is funny about them. But there's a Swede, and they're all contractors. Like my dad was a carpenter. They're all contractors. And they're all carpenters. And the old man comes back to the, comes back from working that day, and he says, "Oh, I had the worst day at work." He goes, "You had the worst day at work? But you've fallen off of scaffoldings and broken your pelvis, and you've had a brick fall on your head." Says, "How could it be worse than that?" And he said, "Just when I learned to say job, they changed it to project." Thank you, thank you.
Excellent.
Are we ready to go?
What's that? Well, I'm supposed to tell the viewing audience, whoever hasn't turned the TV off at this point,
Yes.
that we will be taking callers at 312-738-1845 for the next half hour. So even if the show goes off the air, if you still want to call in and comment on Carly, Joy, or Eric, and you have to dial 1 now, 1-312-738-1845. And we got Jimmy Chung, the comedian, the magician comedian, coming up after this. So you'll see him on a later show, but if you want to call and ask him a question, 312-738-1845. We've got a few minutes left. You got a couple more, Eric?
Well, I don't know. I don't believe in comedians interruptus, but I will try.
Quite.
I could get into Swedish cooking a little bit. You ever have salt or pepper? That's the 2 Swedish condiments. Yes, you like them a lot. My grandmother, my grandmother, who could, if you're going to go over for Sunday dinner, she had to know by Wednesday because she had to start drying out the meat. So, instead of gravy, they didn't call it gravy, they called it lubricant. Because it was the only way you could swallow the stuff. It was kind of like, hey, let's cook the meat. There you go. You go over for Sunday dinner. You know, you choke down. Oh yeah, this beef is really good. Oh, that's bread. Oh, it's all dry and gray. I don't know what it is. It's like Swedes have two spices in their cabinet, salt and pepper. It's like, and my grandmother would say, "Oh, this meat's spicy. Did you use salt and pepper? Oh my gosh!" And then if you wanted to really be special, then they'd get out the cardamom. Cardamom, something that nobody else ever uses because it has like no flavor to it, and it's expensive. So I don't even know why Swedes use it. But cardamom is kind of like if it's an imaginary butterfly fart of flavor. You know, it's like it has no flavor at all. Oh, but they can sense it because they're so finely attuned to having no flavor at all in anything they ever eat. Oh, this tastes like something. I don't know what. Oh, it must be cardamom. But then the only condiment they actually have, besides those seasonings, is vinegar. You know, while the rest of the world is douching, they're flavoring their food with it. They have the head cheese. What they ran out of toe jam and dick cheese. You know, what the hell's going on here? It's like, oh yeah, what's it taste like? It tastes like vinegar. It's like, and then what? Some dead fish floated by. Throw that in the vinegar